Our lesson today is about atoms. But exactly what are atoms? Atoms are the basic building blocks of matter. How many atoms are there? There are 90 naturally occurring kinds of atoms. Scientists in labs have made about 25. But what is an atom like? An atom is like this. What are atoms made of? There are 3 pieces in an atom. There are 3 basic particles: protons, neutrons, electrons. That's all you have to remember. Neutrons, protons, electrons. Protons have a positive charge. Neutrons have a neutral charge, that is, no charge. Electrons have a negative charge. But what about their size? Just imagine this, looking at this picture. If one electron weighs like a euro cent, then a proton weighs like a carton of milk. On the other hand, neutrons and protons have almost the same mass. But are protons and neutrons empty? No! Inside protons and neutrons there are quarks, that is, smaller particles held together by gluons. Protons and neutrons form the nucleus. The nucleus occupies the center of the atom. And you can see it here. But we forgot electrons. Electrons are very small and very light. They move around the nucleus and they live in shells. Shells are orbitals or energy levels, and they have names. The shell is a distance of the electron from the nucleus. As you can see, scientists use letters to name the shells. They use the letters K, L, M, N, O, P, and Q. The K shell is the closest to the nucleus, whereas the Q shell is the furthest from the nucleus. Electrons are like you students. They are always moving. They spin very quickly around the nucleus. This is the spinning movement. They can move in any direction, but they stay in the trajectory of their shell. Electrons can move in any direction you can imagine. Upwards, downwards, sidewards. And now a few words about elements. Matter is made up of atoms, and atoms make up elements. What is an element? It is a fundamental substance. It cannot be chemically divided. 92 elements exist naturally. Most living organisms are made of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. Other elements found in living organisms are magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, sodium, and potassium. Chemists use symbols to represent elements. A symbol is a letter or a picture that represents something. Chemists use one or two letters to represent elements. The symbol for aluminum is Al. The symbol for oxygen is O. Salt is made up of the elements sodium, Na, and chloride, Cl. Water is made up of the elements hydrogen, H, and oxygen, O. What makes elements different from each other? Each element has an atomic number. The atomic number is determined by the number of protons. The number of protons in an element is constant, so the atomic number is constant too. This is the periodic table of elements, which is a classification of elements, which lists also their atomic number. That's all for today. Enjoy your evening.